Hey folks, Species 7 here, welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Farm Sim 17, and I'm here on the Kleinhau map. So, thank you very, very much for all of your comments, guys. Amazing. The feedback was just great on the introductory episode to this map. And I would also really like to thank Hijinx, as he also commented, and not only commented, oh that looks good, but left me a link to some amazing pictures of, well, the farm itself and some of the gear that was used both by himself and the neighboring farms. So I spent the better part of the morning, it is 10:24, so about 3 hours actually, cruising the mod site, seeing how close I could get. And boy, I gotta tell you, not exactly, are we gonna make that? We are. Not exactly a lot of right-on-the-money matches. There was, however, a lot really close, including the little Fiat that I'm driving right now. So, you know, I mean, things like you're looking for a 680, I found a 690. There's a Belarus 825, I found a 1025. What else did we have? Well, they had a Weidemann, or a Wiedermann, I guess, depending on whether you know how to pronounce it properly or not, which I probably don't. Front loader, what the heck you call it, not a wheel loader, but you know what I mean, just like the one out of FS13, except probably a little bit older model. So I did manage to find a Wiedemann. Again, I don't know that it's well, I do know, it's a much newer, I'm pretty sure it's a newer product by a fair bit. So we'll have to keep that in mind. But, you know, things like that. Fent favorite 610. One of the tractors that he does remember being used. Well, I found a 611. You know, it just seemed to be that sort of a thing where it was like, yeah, but, you know. So we'll take it from there. I'm going to keep my eyes open. I will keep looking. And hopefully we're going to get to match up some of the gear. Now, I did notice in one of the pictures where he mentioned that there was a particular tractor, there was also a particular baler. And there we lucked out, because it's the little Wagner, the one that makes the mini bales. And guess what I just happen to have is one of those exact things. So at least that's going to come out good, which is nice, because it's one of the things we're going to use here right quick. I'm only going to tether a small portion of this, the outside edges, basically. And then down the centers, I'm going to simply pick it up as grass. But I do want to windrow it. Oh, excuse me, my apologies. So yeah, it's just this edge piece here that we're gonna do. Geez, we're getting kind of an odd pattern to the grass here. It's almost like that thing doesn't quite get all of it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I said that whole central part of the field there, I've got about half of it cut, and that's just going to go to straight bales, straight grass bales. I may even pick some of it up loose, although I think I have a bale shredder, so I guess it shouldn't matter, should it? At all. Alright. We'll have to choose a side here. How common is that? But yeah, reading a little bit about the history on this area and all of that, wow, it's pretty amazing stuff. Well, I'm not one of these people that thinks there's any purpose in glorifying war in any shape or form. You know, whether it's a movie, whether it's a tribute, whether it's simply one of these lest we forget. Well, we shouldn't forget how stupid humanity can really be, but we shouldn't in any way glorify that stupidity either, which is something I see far too often. You know, there's always the war hero thing. Well, I don't know. I don't think being in war and killing people is exactly a heroic deed. You know, not to say that heroic deeds weren't done. Indeed, you know, a lot of people looked more towards their fellow man than they did to themselves, and those were the true heroes, of course. But yeah, this entire area, I mean, such a beautiful, beautiful piece of landscape, you know, where people, rightly so, chose to make their homes because it was a fertile sort of an area to grow their crops and raise their families, and yeah, it turned out to be, well, a little bit of hell for a whole long time. So I understand there's some really rather disturbing things here on the map as well. Apparently there's a cabin in the woods that, well, we will see all. Oopsie, I forgot. This is a 6-meter dealie I'm pulling here, not a 3-meter. There we go. But yeah, amongst some of the other things that are rather poignant on this map. But we will get to them. We will find it all. We will eventually explore every inch of what this place has to offer. Yeah, I don't really feel like this is doing the best job, but we'll see. I'm not sure. Looks like it's tearing a swath through it, but again, it also seems to miss a fair bit. I think it's just the bumpiness of the land, and this particular windrower is a rather stiff frame sort of thing. So we'll see how we make out. I mean, I'm only going to do one more strip up here, and then we're going to be good. But as you can see, there's huge areas here where it doesn't seem to actually churn anything up. See? There we go, now it finds a bit. Alright, I'm just going to quickly head up the middle, just to see if we can't catch a little bit of what we've missed. You can kind of see the area we should be in. And then we're going to run the windrower down here and see what that does for us. And I couldn't find a Massey close. They had one Massey at 1014. But, yeah, everything I found was either little tiny ones that were much smaller, 500 series, or they were pretty much quite freaking big. Let's get you up and off. There we go. Like, there's lots of big Massey lots. Lots and lots and lots. And there was nothing in the stock one either, even close. So the smaller Masseys were super new, and everything else was just not even close. They were monsters. 150 plus horse only. So, but you can see some of our fleet. Now, some of the stuff I've kept simply because, well, it's sort of cool. Like, I don't think the big IH was really something that they had, but not to say someone didn't sneak one in there somewhere, right? Okay. No, excuse me, I think I swallowed my tongue. Alrighty. So, I think for this next operation, excuse me here, I'm just going to mute for a moment. Alright, my apologies. I'd just taken a sip of coffee, and I think only about half of it went down where it was supposed to. And, yeah, I thought I could just sort of ignore that nauseous tickle, but nah. Alright, so here we got our Fendt. As I said, this is a 611. The Fendt favorite 610 is actually the one that they had. But I mean, oh, could you get much closer? I think the 610 might be a slightly older model, maybe, you know? But yeah, this has got to be pretty close. So, there's our Farage wagon. I don't quite need that yet. I need to sneak past there. Here we go. And no, I couldn't find a crone, so I'm using the in-game one that's about the closest. Oh, 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 don't roll backwards, please. Please. There we go. And let's hook up that. Okay, it's done rolling. Good deal. Well, it's a fair bit of grass. See what we get out of it, shall we? Alright, let's get you unfolded. An idea of your messassiveness. Alrighty. Nice. Lower you down. Boom. And turn you the heck on. Alright. Let's see how we do. I'm just going to jump out of cab for a sec. See how we are on this fence line. Okay, we're not bad, eh? Wow. Quite the mixed bag of bales by the looks of it, though. I think I'm going to have to be a little bit tricky as to how we approach that area by the poles here. Like I might just pull this row over till see if we can't get it either past the poles or leave this one and then start trying to pull it over. I think I might actually do that. Leave this as a distinct row and then we'll try and pull the next batch over. Okay. Can't get off the fence. Easier said than done, I'm afraid. Alright, let's head up. Okay, let's jump in here. Should be able to keep this fairly well. We know approximately how far we poke out now. Da-da-da-dum. And thanks to those of you as well that are either playing this map or have seen some of the other pictures that Hijinx has posted and gave me a link or two. That really helped because, yeah, perusing mod sites can be, although I enjoy it, it can take up a lot of time. And, well, I mean, besides cruising mod sites, I kind of want to make some videos. So, can't spend all my time looking at the cool stuff on the mod sites. Alright, now let's see here. Yeah, I'm just going to try and get as close to these as we can. Maybe grab a little bit of it between them as we go by, swerve out a little, swerve in. Okay. Now hopefully, oof, we just missed. If I do the same thing on the other side, it should hopefully drag most of this away. Yeah. It's not even though either. which I suppose is reasonable enough. There's no reason to expect it should be, you know, all things considered. And I'm going to do the same here and pull this line in while we collect what's on the other side of it. See how we're doing. Well, that should be enough for this one, and then I'll try and pull all the center bits together as another separate one and go from there. I mean, I think there's a certain art to doing these sort of things. You know, you develop a skill at it. And, hey, who knows? Maybe someday I will. In the meantime, I'm afraid we're just going to have to tolerate whatever the heck poor old species can come up with here. Alright, now, I'm going to once go back to the cheaters fly in the air mode. And just see how close we can get to collecting the rest of this. Alright, they do allow us a tiny bit of clip. Nice. I wouldn't count on it being too much though, man. There we go. Let's bring that in. We're going to miss a little bit by the look of it, but I can live with that, I think. Oops. That time we actually hit. Not good. I don't want to be wrecking my kit. I just bought this stuff. Ooh. Again, a little bit of a rub, but that's okay. And let's grab the rest of it. There we are. Now, hopefully pulling that row over will do what I need to do. Okay. And I'm going to go right to there. Alright, let's shut you guys off. And that should do. Turn you back on. Okay. Yeah, we're definitely getting a mix of hay and straw. I don't know. What the heck, right? Close enough. Oh, well. One shouldn't have been fussy. You become much less disappointed that way. Okay. Let's see how we do here, shall we? See, we'll just pull this row in a little bit. And we should have one strip up the middle and we'll be good. Very nice. That didn't do too badly. Too badly. And a couple of little tufts here and there, but you know, that's alright. That'll work its way back into the ground and just make it all that much healthier the next time. Because that's kind of how that stuff works. You know, as opposed to like dropping bombs and stuff on it. That doesn't tend to be too good for the old soil. Not to mention the poor people that are tilling it. Alright. Let's head up the center here. Just to see what's left. Yeah, we're going to end up grabbing a lot of that edge probably, but that's okay. Better that edge than the other. Now that little baler is just going to spit bales like patoo, 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 patoo. We don't, as far as I know, really have a way to collect them, so that could end up being a little awkward. But hey. Alright, let's clean up a little bit of this mess. Whee! Do the fancy dancy loop. get all of this straightened out. We'll pick up most of this just as is with the baler, of course. And good. Up we come. Fold ya. Alright, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I will do the same here, but I'm going to finish mowing that area first, of course. Alright, let's just, with that in mind, I'm just going to park them up here. There we go. Lovely. Let's grab our little baler. Shall we? I think we'll try... Yeah. Let's go with this little Belarus. This is an 82, an 820 basically, and we need an 825. Like I said, it was so close, some of these models. It was just crazy. But, oh, I was wondering where those tools were. Man, I just never learned to put stuff away, do I? There it is, the Wagoner. Yes, indeed, I did happen to notice one of these in one of the pictures. Now again, it may not be the exact same one, I don't know. But it's going to be close. Excellent, and attach the wires. Let's get that joined in there. There we go. Woo-wee. All right. We're off. Where these little guys, you do 36K, it feels like you're doing about 90. Just zoom. And zoom some more. Okay, here we go, here we go. Now, anything special you need to do? Let's have a look. We do need to unfold you, so let's do that. Oh, I see. Okay, so you're going to be slightly off to the side. Alright. Let's fire the pickup down. And, well, we know what this stage is. We turn her on. Okay, now, let's see how we do. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice. Very nice. Now, I believe the bales this thing produces are about 400 liter, as opposed to 4,000, I believe, is a standard bale in the game. So yeah, these are definitely little pippy bales. But, as I said, the nice thing about it is I do believe we can pick them up by hand. And believe it or not, it's pretty much what I intend to do. So you can see we're getting quite a row of them behind us here, like a scary amount. And that was the only issue I ever really had with this little Wagner balers, is I don't know how it is now, and it's not this one. There's another one that produces little tiny bales. It comes with a little pull-behind trailer that conveniently enough collects them as you make them. Problem with it is, as soon as you'd get a stack of those bales and tip them from the trailer, you'd pretty much send your frames through the floor. Like, it was so hard on frame rate, because it's loading like 100 of these tiny little objects, where every one is, the hitboxes on them, the physics between them, etc., etc. It was just nuts. Like, I mean nuts to a nut degree. Alright, we got like 50,000 bales here. Wow. I'm only going to do the 2 outside rows. Then I'm going to grab our forage wagon and grab the rest. Because, yeah, as we're going to see, this will be more than enough. And I know this episode's going on a bit long, guys. My apologies. But this is our first real work on this farm, so let's try and get a little bit of time in. Come on. Alright. I'm going to go to the top of this. And let's call her good. Let's raise our pickup. Shut her down. Nice. There we go. Alright. So the next step, now let's just make sure I can actually do this, or this is just going to be heck. No, that one's not ready to come off. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I can simply, pick these up and drop them into a trailer. Beautiful. Right on. Well, not the easiest thing to do on your own, of course. Now, I guess what I could do is set up a course play and have them do a couple of mile an hour down the field, but I don't know. I don't think so, you know? I think we're just going to you know, do what we can with what we have, which is to say our own two legs, our own two hands, and well, that's what farming's about, isn't it? Getting in there and getting your hands dirty. So before I completely bollocks this, let's just call what we've got good. We'll disconnect you, Brilliant. Brilliant. So, it's just a matter of grabbing a wheel trailer. This is where vehicles reset to, by the way, which is really nice. I mean, talk about convenient. You know. Okay. Whee! Alright. Very nice. Very nice. I like that. That's a good attachment. Look at that. It even put the pin in and the little lock. Oh, nicely done. Really nicely done. Alright. Now, I think we can make this a bit bigger, can't we? And if so, how? No, I don't want to unload. I don't want to change capacity Z. Oh, chicka-boom, I like that. So those are our choices, eh? Alright, we're gonna have to see if I can actually lift a bale that high. Oh. Yeah, you see what the problem here is? They use the same thing to change capacity as you use for turning your engine on and off. So I will have to straighten that out. In the meantime, I'll just quickly do the unhook and then hook it back up, right? So, but there we are. I'll have to change that. I thought that was usually N for some reason. The, changing the style of your trailer or the size of it or anything like that. But there you are. That's just what I thought. And once in a very blue moon, I'm proven wrong. I know. Hard to believe. Hard to believe. Alright, let's see if we can even do this, shall we? Dippity-dippity-doo. There we go. Look at that. Oh, yeah. No problem. No problem. I think this is faster than a bale stacker, for heaven's sakes. I mean, obviously you end up, things get a little spread out after a while. Oops. And yes, you can throw them. Hey, can I throw them far enough to get them in? Huh. Oh yeah. Right over the other side. Beautiful. Oh. don't really like the way they stick through, but hey. Hopefully it doesn't become an issue, and if it does, we'll simply get a different trailer, won't we? Yes, indeed. They do seem to settle nicely in the bottom once you start moving around. I'll give them that. This isn't going to be that big a job. Heck, just got to do the move the move the tractor into place. Here, watch this. 2 points. Huh. Man, can he ever throw those bales? Way further than one would think. There we go. Alright. But anyway, guys, I think, oh yeah, that's working out fine. Look at that. I think I'm going to end the episode here. I'm going to continue on. I'll park at every 3rd bale. There we go. That'll allow me to pick up 5 of them in a pretty close duration. So, but hope you enjoyed the episode, guys. If you did, please let me know by hitting the like button, and of course down in the comments, let me know there as well what you think. I think this is going to be a heck of a good series. Oops. Well, besides the clown driving the tractor, it should be a pretty good go. There we go. So, thanks for stopping by, folks. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to probably, I'll have to at some point pick a different trailer. This one doesn't seem to want to hold very much. I do have that little SIP 600 or 60 or whatever the heck it is. We can try that. But till next time, this has been Species 7 for Farm Sim 17 and the Kleinhau map. Oh, I didn't mean to throw it. Take care of each other, folks, and ciao for now. Ah, stop throwing it. Doughhead.